Whoever is running this radio station, do something, please. Just do something.
Just get that Lily Tomlin operator character.
Yeah.
Yes.
May I connect you?
Is this the party to whom I'm speaking? Hysterical. She's playing an operator.
Yeah, you know. James said that the reason they moved Halloween, by the way, was because of traffic.
Traffic.
Friday night, 5 to 7, when the kids are out doing their thing. A lot of traffic.
How come no one cared about us?
Oh, yeah.
We were the least cared about children in the entire history of the United States of America.
Yep.
Go out and play.
Go out. Get out of here.
Just get out of the house.
Get out of here. Go.
I was told to just leave.
Me too.
Leave your house and just walk around with strangers.
Do whatever it is you do.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Maybe I'll see you later.
When I come home, I'm not even going to ask what you did today.
Nope.
You could do anything. Go ride your bike.
We just
no helmets, no knee pads, no nothing. You're just riding in traffic.
Go find a dead cat.
Poke it with a stick for a while with your friends.
Yeah.
Dig holes in the woods.
Steal lots of things from CVS.
Right, go on a shoplifting sprees.
Steal like 5 giant Hershey's special candy bars from CVS and sit behind it gobbling chocolate till you feel sick, and then a retarded girl walks by and you show her your penis.
Right. Why wouldn't you?
That was a typical afternoon for me.
I could bring
Massachusetts.
Knives to school. You used to bring knives to school. Like, you could have a buck knife on your belt. And just, what do you need it for? I'm going to clean out my nails, or, I'm just going to carve my name in something. But the teacher could see you brought a knife to school.
Oh.
Now, like, you'd get pounced on by the cops. They drag you off. Suspended. You'd have to go to therapy as anger management or something because you brought a knife to school.
I once bought a starter pistol from a kid in school. A starter pistol that shot blanks.
Yeah, it makes
and tear gas, little tear gas.
Right,
pellets.
the tear gas pellets. I remember those guns.
I bought it. I was in 7th grade. 12 years old. And I bought the starter pistol for my friend, and I brought it to school, and I pulled it on some kid, pointed it at his head. And so it got obviously taken away. And the vice principal had it, and I just wanted it so bad. I just loved it.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm not giving this back. And I go, no, it belongs to my coach, my track coach. It's a starter pistol. And I told him I would give it back. He let me borrow it. Yeah. And the vice principal was like, what track coach here at school? I'm like, no, I belong to a track team that's different from school.
Yeah.
And he went, okay. And he gave it
Here's your gun.
Here's your gun, liar.
We'd all just be standing there on the starting line, and we wouldn't go.
Yeah.
We would just stand there.
And I'm not going to check to see what track team that isn't the school.
All right, here's your gun. The principal's giving you a gun back.
That sounds okay.
How times have changed.
What a well-improved lie that was.
Yeah.
I'm playing our Bud Dwyer. It's my prop.
I think the worst lie I ever gave to anybody and had to improv it as I was going was we got pulled over by the cops. I had a warrant out for my arrest because of unpaid tickets, and I didn't give my name. I gave the name of my cousin. And then he ran that and said, no, this name is a kid that's younger than you. It's this, that. And I came up with this story as I slowly got retarded. Like my mouth, I kind of made it seem like I was weird. But at first I was fine. But then I was slowly getting retarded and actually told the officer that my father got remarried, had another kid, didn't want me anymore, and named him Anthony, and just came up with a whole new life, a whole new wife, and a new son named Anthony. And then I just stared at him with this pathetic, sad look, and he goes, all right, go. And as my friend, who was driving at the time, drove away because I was in the passenger seat, he just goes, I cannot believe he bought that.
That's amazing.
And it was one of those, as it's happening, you're just rolling in your head and going, oh my God, I'm just digging myself in a hole.
Yeah.
And it worked.
You realize it's the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth. He hated me, but I like how at first it was like, yes, sir, yes, officer. I was very sharp trying to get him and then I was like, and then my father didn't like me. Like, I got retarded right in front of him.
I forgot I'm retarded. I forgot.
Yeah, it was like Flowers for Algernon in 3 minutes.
The show started with the police and it ends with the police.
Right.
If you're gonna get...
I have a big affinity for Rich Voss.
Who doesn't?
Important person.
Why?
You know what? When I was getting divorced, he was really nice to me.
That's all it takes. Nice.
Yeah, I came to this show back when it was in another building.
We were nice to you.
No, you guys
No,
were
you're
never
not.
nice to
You're
me.
not nice to anybody.
Of course you were. I came into this show in like a stunned state of I was just fucking depressed.
Yeah.
And there's fucking dumb Rich Voss, and he says something to me like, if you ever want to talk about what's going on with you, I'll talk to you about it. And I was like, why would I want to talk to you? And you wear a gold Rolex and you don't have any money.
I got a silver one too.
So he sits next to me on the couch and he goes, "Hey, when I got divorced, I had 2 kids, 2 little girls, and he described my life exactly, and he gave me said 3 or 4 things that were so important, just practical. When you're in a fucked up place like that, all the nice things people say are just insulting. Like, hey man, you'll be okay. Fuck you, no, I
get
won't.
through it.
The point is, no, I won't. You asshole. The only thing that means anything is practical advice. Is like, hey, here's something that I've been there, and here's something that makes it easier.
What did he say?
And he
Can you say?
It doesn't matter.
Well,
What
he
does it
said,
matter?
Well, it's interesting. It matters. Maybe it'll help someone else out there.
He said, I'm going to cheat on Bonnie all the time. No, he said to me that he is big. 2 things that were important to me. First, he said that his biggest goal was to maintain a good relationship with his ex. Like that, it was really important to him to do whatever it took to stay amicable with her. And he said, now Bonnie and I have a baby, and she babysits tonight so I can have a date night. That's how that paid off, and that his 2 girls are now grown, and that they share them, and that they feel good between their 2 parents. So that's what he said. This is like, it's hard, but if you do it, here is what can happen. Like, there's a fucking future.
Rich, who told you this?
Yeah, this was amazing. I'm
this
sitting
is
there,
like,
and then I said, and then I'm asking questions. I'm like, I had been divorced for a while, and I said I dated for a bit, and I didn't want to anymore. Like, I didn't want to keep going out and trying to get laid. I didn't like that part of it. Like, I just didn't. I was like, had a lot going on. And I said, but that feels like I'm worried that I'm like reclusing myself by. And he said, fuck getting laid. You got a career and you got 2 kids. For right now, that can be enough. Like, he gave me. It said it's okay not to get laid sometimes. As a man, you feel like you got to get pussy wherever it's available. But sometimes it's okay to take a breath and actually just be a father and a professional, whatever you are. And it left me off the hook. This shit meant a lot to me.
wow.
Wow,
And
look at
yet
that
I sit
shit,
here
Rich.
and I will insult him.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what
for other
comics
people's
we're supposed to
entertainment.
insult.
But no,
Well, he is.
I'm grateful to Rich Voss.
Here's the
I
thing,
got a lot of
when you
support
get-
from unusual places during
When
that
you
time.
get when you get divorced, and you know this,
Well, yeah.
I
had no kids, though.
Well,
Yeah.
I had no kids, though.
Yeah,
so.
that's not
Yeah.
even. That's just a financial
But
fleecing.
yeah,
That's,
Thank
just
you.
fucking extortion.
It's the same. It's the same.
Exactly.
It's the same as in recovery. If you quit drinking and doing drugs, and you start gambling, you're only transferring addictions, and you're not dealing with quitting drinking and drugs.
Right.
If you're going through a divorce and you just start fucking whatever you can, it's just burying the pain in here, and you're jerking off in some.
Yeah,
drug.
you're not actually.
That's all you're doing.
That's why I think the problem with a lot of people now is that they're just consumers. They just want to consume and shit, and they don't think about like, well, I actually need to do something to make myself feel better. You know what I mean? Like, I actually have to take a breath.
Like a locust in a pussy field. You just got to kind of run your way through it and eat it and consume it, and then.
I don't know if that's what we're saying.
I think that's the opposite of what he's trying to say.
I do what you do. I just shove it all down.
Oh, just tamp it down.
It's terrible,
and
man.
it's-
No,
Tamp
you're making
that
yourself
emotion
ready
down.
for your first marriage.
And
It's all gonna fucking unspool like a Chinese food container full of maggots in the middle of your marriage.
Yeah.
My parents, we talked about all this shit. When my parents were fucking divorced, and they didn't have any knowledge back then. This is fucking 49 years ago.
The bosses of now.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
and you turn it. Here's the thing. We've
Your
talked
parents
about-
were shitty toward
they're
each
fucking-
other,
they would
using the
set
kids.
the kids up.
Right.
To go at each other.
lot of people
fuck.
do that.
And it's
That's unbelievable
ridiculous.
to me.
It's fucking ridiculous because in the end you end up doing crack and bad radio shows. It's not fucking worth it.
And also, I think the basic thing is it's like some people just are narcissists because the thing that's supposed to happen when you have kids is that they just become more important than you. And it's not like you do it painfully. You just feel it. You just go, the kid matters more. So you would never do if you're that kind of person. Then when you get in an altercation with another person, you don't put your fucking kid in the middle of it to preserve yourself or to hurt someone else. That's insane.
Pretty fucked up. But a lot of people do it, like you said.
Fucked up. Anybody, any parent that keeps their fucking kids from the other parent, those are the ones that should lose their kids. Okay.
Well, here's what some people say, and it's true. If you have a kid and you're divorced and you say bad shit about the other kids, the kid's other parent, you are criticizing 50% of the kid.
Yes.
The kid, a kid, especially a kid who's a child, they are made up of two people, and they identify with a man and a woman, their mother and father. So if you say your father's a piece of shit or your mother's a whore, the person's going to feel that in themselves. They're going to take that in. So it's not a stranger; it's their fucking mom. You idiot!
I was 100% a piece of shit then, because my parents just would call each other horrid things. Oh, right in front of the kids too.
Right. Oh, listen,
it was wonderful.
Hey, when you're in the marriage, everybody's in the same house.
Yeah,
this shit goes on.
But look what they gave birth to. There should be fights.
I know.
Well, they
told me
together.
It was never my fault. They told me, now we're getting divorced.
It's not your fault.
Or they didn't even use that word. They were like, Daddy's living somewhere else. It's not your fault. And I was like, I didn't think it was. Now I'm starting to, though, because you're trying to tell me it's not.
Yeah, you just put that thought in my head.
What the fuck?
Is it my fault?
I see you two yelling all the time about shit that doesn't even concern me.
Right.
Dad's drunk. Fucking, he's not working.
It's suspicious. Come to my house. I promise I'm not going to
Oh.
to rape you.
Why
are you saying
that?
I would never rape. I would never.
That's why I love comedy. Like my parents, when I was in second grade, it was nothing but fighting. Where's Dad? This and that. So I'd come home from school,
Your last
and I
year
would
of
put
school.
fucking Von Meter album on and just listen to it every day and sit and laugh and forget, and
What
just
album?
watch comics. Von Meter.
Who's Von Meter?
He did the Kennedy impressions. He was great. He had the biggest fucking career.
That's what salved you in your sad family was Kennedy and was
Back when I
Von
was in
Meter.
second grade, man.
Oh my
Him and Alan
God.
King. I'm sorry.
Hey, we got to go to the Lincoln
parking.
bathroom and have a Lincoln log. Well, go ahead and fuck me now, Dad. It's fine. I heard a lampooning of 2 presidents ago.
Oh, yeah. When my parents
and you can
died in
get
that plane crash, I'll tell you, Rich Little.
Rich Little's Nixon.
He took me out of
He
it.
just
died?
raised me like the
No.
phoenix from the flames.
Who wouldn't laugh at that? Yeah.
I thought they died. I don't know.
No, my parents, I'm adopted.
That's why I
My
thought they
parents are
died in
alive.
a plane crash.
I don't know. My real parents might be dead. I have no fucking idea. I
Yeah,
never met
on
them.
9/11.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus. Christ.
Oh, jeez.
Wow,
I don't know.
So your parents,
That's a little racist.
Oh, my God.
you're Arab, and your parents now are white that adopted you.
I'm half by blood. I'm half Arab and half Egyptian, and my
Yeah.
adoptive parents are 100% Italian.
Jesus Christ! How far
That
down
is.
the list do they have to go to get an Arab? I mean, how many?
Not that far.
Even black kids first.
You can get
You can get 2 black kids for 1 Arab.
trying to get like if you want to adopt a white kid, you got to wait online. However, if you want to adopt an Asian or an Arab, that is like the fucking bargain bin. Plenty of these.
Right to the front of the lines, right?
Oh, it's a bit. Yeah, trying to get a white kid's like trying to get a Harley.
You guys come with a TV.
We got a hot breastfeeding story for everybody.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Suck it. Suck that milk out of it.
Are you a fan of the breastfeeding?
Sure, it's better for the kids'
When
brain.
you see a young mom out there
For the kids.
nourishing her young?
Talking about the kids.
It's rarely like a nice firm boob.
No.
It's usually like a flat, like a big, like a wine skin.
Floppy thing. Yeah.
A wine satchel at a Grateful Dead show.
It depends how young the kid is.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're, yeah.
Little Yeah, but you have to I don't know. I don't see getting aroused. You have to use Photoshop in your head and edit out the baby all the way to the nipple. You have to sort of airbrush out the child.
It really does just destroy any sexual.
And also generally a woman breastfeeding doesn't look like a perky beer commercial model. She's like a tired woman,
frumpy mom,
just really frazzle-haired, puke on the shoulder.
Yeah,
she's had it with life.
Yeah, just baggy eyes and slept in days.
Sit outside the shopping center.
Yeah, no, and breastfeeding is it's exhausting. It takes a huge chunk out of a woman.
Sure,
it's murder.
James from New Hampshire. This is not, capital letters, a sexy story. Well, let's find out.
I think it's very sexy.
Listen to this one.
It was an unforgettable and shocking sight that prompted one driver.
It was an unforgettable and shocking sight.
Talking like this.
Oh, every time we play a clip. Every time we play a clip, we gotta go through this. The fake voice douche. It was an unforgettable.
Why don't you just use your real voice? It's not that hard. Just go on, use your real voice.
Just feel
like a human being.
One show does that on the Ira Glass. You ever listen to him on NPR?
Glass, no.
He does this show called This American Life.
Okay.
And he just talks like this. I'm Ira Glass. We're going to do a show about that. He just talks like a person,
right.
And it's through the roof.
No,
but this adds absolutely zero.
You have to talk like this in order to get people's attention, or they'll think you're just a normal person and not the special news person that I am with this voice.
And you have to shed your accent so you can work anywhere in the country.
Anywhere. Yes, I could work in New York.
Unforgettable.
You don't want to sound regional.
It's weird that they take on a voice that they share. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same accent or dialect, whatever you call it.
It's like rock and roll. It's like that kind of, I don't even know what modern music is, but it's that thing where the girls sing like this. You don't talk like that. Shut up.
It was an unforgettable and shocking sight that prompted one driver.
One second. Also, it's the peaking. It's like you can, with your finger up and down. It's an unforgettable, shocking sight.
You can almost watch the VU meter.
Yes, exactly.
Like working as he's talking.
Unforgettable, sing-songy voice thing I do.
It was an unforgettable and shocking sight that prompted one driver in suburban Dayton, Ohio to...
Ohio? Why are you hitting Ohio? One driver in Ohio.
And he goes, Dayton, Ohio. Ohio.
Oh, we're just picking this idiot apart, aren't we?
It's accurate. Oh, he sucks. Die.
Driver in suburban Dayton, Ohio, to phone police last week.
I'm following behind a lady in a van who is driving while breastfeeding her newborn baby and talking on the cell phone.
Right, you goody two-shoes. Shut up.
You're rat. It's a rat. Whole family's rats.
You see what people are doing on the highways these days? Leave her alone. Is she swerving?
Yeah,
so what if an airbag is going to destroy the kid's head forever and her boob at the same time?
That is true.
And more importantly, her breast.
Just blood and milk everywhere.
Oh, God.
Breastfeeding her newborn baby and talking on the cell phone.
Nice. That's multitasking. Nice.
That is,
taking a cell
working
phone
mom.
and...
You walk up to the scene of the crash. Apparently, she was drinking a Fribble. Strawberry Fribbles all over the windshield. Like, oh my God, it's not Fribble.
Feeding her newborn baby and talking on the cell phone.
Officers later caught up with 39-year-old Janine Compton at her home.
She did admit to breastfeeding her child while driving. She kind of indicated that it's more or less a routine thing that she does, and that when her child needs to eat, she's going to provide the need.
Pull over, you retard.
Yeah, you can wait, right?
Please. Stupid. Everybody in the story is stupid. From the anchor to the interview to the woman to the everyone on that highway.
Even the kid.
Just drop a bomb on that community.
What about the eyewitness? You don't like the eyewitness?
Screw him.
He's a tattletale.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to call the local news. Look at that.
Police informed her that all children inside a car must be restrained and charged her with child endangerment. The police report shows Compton claims she knew all about safety, but was more concerned about feeding her baby.
I hate this guy.
Faces up to 180 days in jail
Feeding
and
her
an
baby.
$1,800 fine if she's convicted of the misdemeanor.
It's kind of a cool story, and he made it boring as hell.
It's weird because he started up here, but then he came in between.
Oh, there you got to get serious.
Lower.
Fine.
Baby.
Fine. No one says fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
There's no Y in that word. Fine.
It's not spelled Feiyyyn. Fine.
What does broadcasting school teach people?
To be zilches.
Like this.
That's not enunciating.
Like this. You must add vowels
to everything you
say. What you say.
Fine.
Fine.
Where do they teach you that?
Oh, God.
Why do you do it?
No one needs it.
Every broadcasting school.
It's terrible.
Talk from the diaphragm. That'll get you a job. Gotta talk from way down here. Shut up. Well, that just took us out.
He's sitting there with a Dunkin' Donuts coffee and a script, reading into a mic.
Yeah. Is my hair okay?
Unforgettable. Can you do that again? Hit Ohio. Ohio. That was real nice, Bob. Thank you. Yes, I know.
Good one. Yeah. Is that a take? How do I look? My hair okay?
It's a voiceover, Bob.
5, 4, 3. Hi, I'm here in Ohio.
It just is terrible.
Yeah. It's a booby story, and we're talking about a guy talking. That's how distracting he is.
I think the guy made us all tired.
I'm exhausted.
It's not like in the
I need a nap now.
In the BBC, if you ever listen to BBC Radio,
they have
their own
they're
version.
They suck their own version of that.
Every story has AIDS and genocide. Genocide.
AIDS.
Genocide.
Don't forget about sushi.
There's a problem in Africa. It's the problem of AIDS. Like they got to go up or something at the end. Money is being sent from around the world. All right, George. And Ringo, what are you doing?
It's horseradish. You're most likely to have come across it. That's the powerful paste wasabi.
That's the other
Wasabi. The powerful paste wasabi.
Yeah, listen. A little breath. Each word. Speaking. Wasabi.
It's horseradish. You're most likely to have come across it. That's the powerful paste wasabi that's eaten with sushi.
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 With sushi.
Sushi.
The powerful paste wasabi eaten with sushi.
Come across it.
Wow, what happened? I just said across it.
I'm exhausted. I'm hyperventilating.
I'm British.
Hey, stupid Brits.
All right. What do we got? Louis C.K. March 14th, Orpheum Theater, Boston.
Nice. I like that Orpheum Theater.
Yeah, it's a great.
I'm going back to Cleveland too in April, and I think that's where I'm shooting. I'm shooting another special.
Nice.
Either in Milwaukee or Cleveland, wherever we sell the most tickets.
Wait,
basically.
this guy's Tim in Philly. Tim, go ahead. What are you saying?
Hey,
hypocrites. Why?
Hypocrites. How you doing today, hypocrites?
All right, now tell us why.
Whoa, easy. That's tough talk.
Whoa,
hey.
But he was nice. He asked how we're doing.
Fine, thank you.
I'm doing okay, too. I'm a little tired.
How are you?
What do you got, Tim?
Fantastic. Hey, Fat Jimmy. Remember your stupid voice? Opie. Remember your stupid voice back in the radio days?
This guy's really...
I never had a stupid radio voice, to be honest with you.
Are you a radio guy that is bitter or something?
I was always perfect, by the way.
I do. It doesn't matter what
Are
I
you
do.
a radio guy that's bitter? I don't understand.
It's part of the profession. It's part of the territory.
You are a radio guy that's bitter. What radio job did he get kicked off of?
You know, I really don't care. At the end of the day, your voice on stage was awful. Opie, you don't even...
It's your opinion, you douche, you stupid fat...
I love this guy. I have no problem with Tim. He hasn't said one bad thing about me.
Tim, it's either a bit. Hold on,
Wait.
caller. Hold on, caller, to people who are doing it for a living.
Yeah.
Tim is just annoyed. I never had a radio voice, so where's your criticism? I'm a comic, so I never had a radio voice.
And I openly admitted when I got into the business, I did go with the radio voice thing and realized how stupid it was, and was able to
I would like to go
change my
further.
whole delivery and go, wow, I'm going to try something different, and it worked out for me.
Who says you have to be, like, vetted to make fun of something? Who says that you have to have, like, any track record? What if you did, have a funny radio voice? And what if Jimmy never was funny once on stage in his entire career?
Right.
Why does that mean that we can't make fun of this guy? Who cares?
Tim,
who says you have to be qualified to rag on somebody on the radio?
What happened, Tim? Let's be truthful.
Tim, why are you so upset about this? Are you in the business? You do voiceovers? What do you do?
I'm not going to get involved in what I do in my personal life, in my professional life. I'm just going
baby boy, come on, baby boy. It didn't work out the way you planned. Don't be shy. What happened?
Tim, I'm actually going through some tough times. I really appreciate you bashing me. So
well then don't make the radio. Don't call on your tough times, baby boy.
We didn't call you, you douche.
What's the matter?
Well, my point is, Jimmy, that voice you're doing...
Little boy, stop yelling. You'll never get radio job doing that, little boy.
You're so silly doing the baby voice.
Yes, I am.
You're wacky, aren't you?
Baby boy, what happened?
Tim, why can't you admit the fact that
baby boy, what's that? You're not answering the question. What happened? Did you go to broadcast school? Did you tell them you were going to make it big? I can do it, guys. And now you can't do it?
All right, look.
What's the matter?
Legitimately, though, sir, you're calling here to say that because of the past of people in the studio, we shouldn't be talking about what we're talking about. So why can't we inquire after your past?
Yeah, Tim.
To say if you're qualified to say what you're saying.
Yeah, why not?
Valid point, sir. Answer.
Because I'm not making fun of it.
We're making a living at it.
Yeah, but you're making fun of.
And you're not making a living at it. How's that feel, bum? Keep listening, baby boy.
You're saying who are we to make fun of that?
I really want to know why this hit a nerve with you, Tim. I don't really understand.
What didn't work out, Timo? Come on.
Why is this hit a nerve?
Timmykins, come on.
Will you let me talk?
Why? Who else would let you talk besides the entire business? Sit at home talking to a mic like Rupert Pupkin, boy.
Ma, please.
Go ahead, baby boy. Now I'll allow you to talk.
Now.
Hold on. I'll allow you to talk on the radio, as was your dream. Go ahead, baby boy.
Jim, remember when you were on stage years ago? You're a high-pitched voice.
Yes, I do.
You're making fun of the inflection of people.
But I'll tell you what,
business.
An excellent point, Tim. First of all, I appreciate the fact that you have listened and worshipped for so long. But I will say this. I very soon after that recognized what garbage that was and began poking fun at it and shed it. I didn't perpetuate it by continuing to do it. I knew it was garbage. I admitted I listened early on. This is a guy who's probably in the business for a while.
He's a major,
it's something that permeates the business.
He's a major professional now. This is not a guy just starting out with some kind of podcast or a very, very local radio. That's why we have a problem with this.
So what do you have there, Tim?
Why is this hit a nerve, Tim? Were you in the business? Did you do voiceovers? What happened?
And I just know. You guys just put yourselves on this high pedestal.
All pedestals are high, silly.
It's
all pedestals. There's no such thing as a low pedestal. It wouldn't be a pedestal.
There are pedestals that are lower.
No, they're not. They're not pedestals then, Lou. They're steps.
Like a pedestal can be low relative to another.
I don't think we put ourselves on a high pedestal. I think.
All right, I just don't want to let that one go by.
I think we have a problem with news people and radio people that use that fake voice. We hate it.
Well, I'm on a pedestal, so strain your neck. Look it up, Timmykins.
Tim, I just want to ask you, what is it about me you like?
I think you're just an alcoholic, and I am one too at the end of the day. So I just really
okay.
There you go.
So he's got a problem with my drinking, but who doesn't?
Was there anything else you wanted to get off your chest, Tim? What's not working out for you? You're having some tough times. Let's work through that if you don't mind.
Tim, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, what? You're making money selling books off dick jokes, and I'm just sitting here just...
Now, Tim, don't use such language and stop calling under different names. I did make a lot of money, 2 bestsellers. Yes, I earned that. What's the matter, kiddo? You had a dream of writing and you're not quite good enough to cut the mustard there either? Is that what happened?
Screw you, Jim.
What's the matter? Nobody wants to hear what you have to say? They told you were a funny or interesting guy growing up and you're not?
1, 2, 3, cry. Go ahead. Come on, let's squirt some tears.
What is it? You talk about my books. I mean, have you read them? I don't know.
No,
How do you know about them then? Why are they relevant to you at all?
How do you know they're dick jokes if you didn't read them?
Exactly.
That's what he does. It's what he does.
How do you know what I do? Why would you pay attention? Stop being such a worshiper. Come on, kid.
Tim, I'm really confused by your phone call.
Yeah, well,
I'm really trying to get to the bottom of why this bothers you.
Tim
so
called
much.
the other day. He's probably one of those guys.
A man shot himself today in Philadelphia.
A Philadelphia caller
to a radio program. Shot himself once in the head, fatally injuring because his lackluster career.
Well, so Tim, what kind of what kind of a career did you want to have? You said you have a tough time. You offered that, man. We didn't ask you.
Right. No, I know. I just hate how you guys go about the whole radio.
Yeah, I know you do. But let's get to the tough time. Why the tough time?
Hold on. You hate that.
Ask me questions. You don't let me talk.
Wait, hold on. Talk. You're repeating yourself. That's probably why you didn't make it in entertainment, because you're a redundant, silly boob. Say something interesting and compelling. Here's your opportunity to talk. What is going wrong in your personal life? You mentioned it. Your turn. Go, Tim.
No, you guys are throwing so many questions at me at once.
That's one question, baby boy. What's going wrong in your personal life?
Opie's been throwing the same question at me over and over.
What's because you haven't answered it? Wait, because I really want to get to the bottom of it. We could beat you up all day, but all right, go ahead. Talk, please.
You know what?
Go, Tim. Your turn. Go.
You guys have this radio show. You guys can reach out to millions of people, and you don't take advantage of it.
Yes, we do. We have you to calling us, Tim. That's what we wanted to do.
Wait, I want to hear the guy. What do you mean by that?
How do we not take advantage of it, sir?
You guys do not have any kind of production value for your show on many levels.
Yes, we do.
Value.
Well, now the guy.
Now I got to agree with him.
Well, the guy makes a good point there. Maybe we should have pushed on. Go ahead.
You don't think what do we need as far as production value that would help the show?
I really think you guys walk in the studio 10 minutes before you go on air. Anthony's brushing off some hangover. I don't care. Whatever. Opie's doing his own thing. Jimmy's stumbling in from a stand-up show, and you've got morons behind the scenes over there. I really think that you guys could have a much better show.
This guy's got it pegged.
Why do you listen then, Tim? Like, what is it? What is it about the show that draws you? Yeah, why do you care?
If you knew what you were irritated by Jimmy's stand-up voice when he started, and yet you keep following his career. You know about his books. You listen to this show. It's got low production value. They have no right to make fun of who. Why don't you just turn it off? Why are you making yourself so upset?
Hey, where is Steve C? Is he on the phone somewhere? It's the idiots behind the scenes.
Why are you such a fanboy, Tim?
No, to be honest with you, I was at one point back in WNEW. Right. I have XM in my car. I drive an hour and a half to work every day. I pop you guys on for about 20, 30 minutes. And it's the same regurgitated garbage.
So turn
That's a long time to listen. 20, 30 minutes is a long time to listen to something you don't
90 minutes to work. Get a better job, educate yourself, and live closer to where you work, kiddo.
If you could realize this whole story I've been telling you, I'm going through not the best of times.
Well, I asked you to elaborate on that, and you didn't elaborate on that. So I have no empathy. Elaborate on it now.
No, Jim.
Exactly. No. I don't want to elaborate. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Stop listening. Put on the XM Comedy Channel or put on another show. Stop torturing yourself, Timmy boy.
I just think it could be so much better.
Well, we think you could be a better caller or not a douche, but it's not working out for us either.
Oh, God.
You're not elaborating. You're a radio caller who offered nothing about yourself.
What, do you want me to write a book about it? Something that you've done twice?
Yes, and that you couldn't do.
What a weird thing.
Yes,
like
I have done that twice.
Who has written two best-selling books twice.
What do you want me to do, succeed like you've done? No, Tim, just keep driving 3 hours round trip to work and spending an hour a day listening to us like a good boy.
The same redundant crap we just regurgitate every day. Don't you realize we talk about our life's experience here? We don't throw a bunch of fancy production in. We talk about our lives. We talk about our political affiliations. We talk about anything that comes to mind because it's a talk show. It's not a phony show where people put on a voice and do things. Don't you find that slightly refreshing?
To some extent, but the fact that you guys could do so much more with that idea, you guys.
Can I ask you? Can I ask for one example? What is one thing that you wish you heard on this show that you don't get to hear?
It seems like the show's mailed in on such a consistent basis.
Forget what the show does that bothers you. You said something that was like positive and optimistic. That there are so many things that they could be doing. So just give me one example of something that you think they could be doing.
Well, I just look at the fact that every time a caller calls in, especially
That's another criticism, you stupid douche. Offer an idea. You're being given an opportunity. Offer one idea.
Let's hear what he says about the caller thing, and then hit him on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Back in WNEW, when callers came in, you were receptive towards them. You enjoyed them. A female calls in, you call her out for having a dirty womb within 20 seconds.
What? Like, now we've been
that's
nicer to the female callers.
Wait, that's the constructive idea.
We have a lot.
That's what we can be doing better.
We have a lot more females calling the show,
and they do have dirty wombs.
Yeah, of course they do.
And no,
every womb is dirty.
Is,
essentially,
that's what you had, Tim.
Got blood and goop in it.
Be receptive to callers.
You've been given quite a bit of time on this show.
We've been. I don't.
Yeah. You don't think we're receptive
to callers? That's his.
That's it.
That would be his contribution to the meeting. I think we need to be more receptive to callers.
You do. You know what? You sound like an awful PD.
Yep.
Someone that couldn't make it on the air is now telling a successful program, relatively speaking, a successful program that you have a better idea.
And your idea is like this vague, washy, bummer.
Be more receptive to the calls. We've been receptive to you.
Did you work in radio, Tim?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we know that.
All right,
doing what?
Doing what?
I'm not going to go into that because I'm still trying to be in. I'm not going to talk about it.
Why not?
Real honest radio guy. What's the matter? Why don't you stop being a wannabe and just take some charge of your life and say who you are and what you do? Stop cowering.
Or even just speak generally about what area you were in.
It's annoying.
Should we be less honest on the show like you are? Is that something that's good? Or do you like the honesty of this program?
No, that has nothing. I'm not trying to get at that. It's the fact that you guys reach out to millions of people, and I think you're failing at it. I really do.
We're failing. You're calling anonymously and cowering without just saying who you are or where you work because you want to give an anonymous criticism.
You know, people
You're
know
like a girl,
us,
man.
People know us pretty intimately based on what we say on this program. So I think we put a lot across. When we talk every day, I think people know me, Opie, fans of the show know us all pretty personally. What are we not doing that we could be doing aside from, your phone call?
The callers, which empowers you more. Go.
No, I look at when I compare what you guys are doing now to what you did in WNEW. Remember when you guys first got syndicated all over the place?
Yeah.
Those syndications started falling off very quickly because the format of the show did a complete 180.
No,
everything about it.
Our syndications didn't fall off.
Not at all. We got fired.
We got fired for the church thing.
You're so
That's
dumb.
when you're right. Our syndications fell off very fast.
On the radio.
One day we lost every one of them. You're right. That was very fast.
You're as ill-informed as much as you are cowardly and languishing in anonymity. You like to be anonymous. That's why you're failing, Tim.
I don't. You guys, when you came over on XM,
you're jealous.
And
jealous, baby boy.
Here comes the hushing and the baby boying.
That's what you are, and that's what you're doing. You're a jealous little boy, and you don't even want to say who you are. You want to just call anonymously and then go back to your anonymous life until someday you make it in the business.
Yeah, whatever. You know what?
I'm going to work 50 times harder, and I'm going to be 50 times more famous than you.
Yeah, and whatever.
Right, Rupert.
That's good.
Rupert Pupkin. We got him on the phone.
You think like a chick, and you answer like a chick.
You have a pride and joy card I could have?
It's unfortunate that you guys have this great outlet to reach out to tons of people, and you do a bad job.
But you don't think we're reaching out. You don't think that going on every day and discussing our lives and what affects us and the news and all the stuff we talk about on a daily basis without throwing in pre-produced bits that are bought by companies or having some hack weather guy come on and do his wacky stuff. You think what we're doing is not the most or the best we can do?
No, but not even close.
All right, listen.
Not even close.
With what,
don't even have
hold on. With what Anthony's saying,
You're
what
amazing.
radio show do you enjoy listening to?
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
Besides you guys, are you talking terrestrial or are you talking...
Whatever.
What
radio show do you like?
We got to answer carefully.
There's a radio show based out of Philadelphia, very well produced. Basically, what you guys were in WNEW, the Preston and Steve show.
Oh, my God.
So that's your show.
Tim, no offense, but I can't talk to you anymore. That crap is such hack radio. I can't even tell you.
It's if you enjoy it,
you just enjoy a different listen. Now you lost me, and I was sort of trying to listen to you and keep an open mind. Those guys are hacks, and I don't understand why Philly eats it up. But the blue collar beer drinking dudes hate that show. Hate it.
I understand.
Tim, you just lost me. That's what is wrong with radio. That hacky crap.
Tim yells a lot for a caller.
And granted, they do very well in the ratings. And for the life of me, I don't understand why. There's no way we'll ever be like a Preston and Steve show.
Hacky stuff always.
Never.
It is.
Never.
I'm not asking you to be like one.
But we're just in different places, Tim. Now I'm involved in the conversation. We're in different places. Your taste is so much different than Anthony, myself, Jimmy, and our listeners. We can't even agree on anything.
Does it bother you, Tim, that if you stop listening, you won't be missed, and we certainly won't care?
What does that even mean? No.
Then why are you listening? Then why do you put yourself through it? Just go away. You can't win this. You can't control it. We've heard you. We don't agree. So go away.
Yeah, dude, the Preston and Steve show, they never did anything outside Philly. They never got national attention, never got syndicated. I don't understand why that show's popular, and I'm certainly not going to sit here and try to figure that out. I just know that's not the type of radio I want to do or will do.
You're jealous. You're a jealous wannabe, Tim.
Wow.
No,
if you would have said other shows, then I might have been like, all right, you're making good points. But then you throw the Preston and Steve. Wow.
You're jealous.
From the production value that they do.
Production value.
Oh, what a wannabe.
Do you understand a talk show and a production value-based show? It's two different things. We do a talk show where we sit and talk and discuss things. Do we need pa-choom and production behind it and some kind of friggin' sounder to hold your attention? We love sitting in a room and discussing our lives together, and listeners call and have the opportunity to do the same. What are you talking about, this production that we need?
Right. No, I'm saying basic values. Like, hey, we're talking about a U2 song, but let's not play it. Let's just talk about it. I have no idea what the hell half the stuff you guys are talking about when you guys are talking about, oh, I like that U2 song. Yeah, me too. Oh, but that other one.
We haven't even talked about the U2 song.
And by the way, I've been on this show many times, and every time a song comes up, I'm amazed at how quickly I'm hearing it.
I know.
It happens right away. Like you just reference something and it comes up, so you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's something we really do try to do.
And by the way, these guys are doing a show. They're doing it the way they want to do. Who owes you a show that you want? Why don't you just play the show you love in your own head?
Well, it sounds like you got the show you like, Preston and Steve, so listen to them.
So
they're on the same time we're on.
If these guys do a show that other people don't like, then people will stop listening and they won't be on the radio, which is happening slowly, but,
All right. Tim, the bottom line is this. If the show wasn't working, what will happen to us is what happened to you.
Yeah, it's a very Darwinist system.
Failed.
You have failed. And you're jealous, and you're one of these failures who sits at home and cries like a little baby.
Yeah, because the rest of the world considers it
differently.
The rest of the world considers it a very binary choice. You turn it on or you turn it off. Nobody cares. You don't sit there and why isn't this the way I like it? Because they're not you. They're somebody else doing what they do. So listen to a show you like. Don't listen to this one.
Yeah.
You have no vote here. What are you, a stockholder?
Go on the message boards, too, because you seem to like anonymity since you're not making it in the business. You like to call up anonymously. Go on the message board.
I'm sure he
make
does.
Up a funny name.
This guy writes really long comments.
You want to be heard, Tim.
Really long. And then he takes somebody else's comment and parses it and answers each part.
All right. Tim, business has rejected you. And, just go be heard somewhere, silly.
I don't think what you're doing right now is going to repair your personal problems. I think you're taking a huge out of, go just tell her you're sorry instead of doing this.
All right.
We've entertained
Hang up, call her, and tell her you didn't mean to hit her in the face.
Yeah. Thanks for the call.
Best of luck.
Best of luck, Tim. You just keep listening, kiddo. You keep listening and being jealous in your car.
No, I was talking about being 40. Now I'm 41. And how when you go to the doctor, they don't try to fix anything anymore. I go to the doctor because my ankle hurt for 3 months, and the doctor just says, yeah, your ankle's worn out. That's all.
Wear and tear.
Just take lots of leave. Yeah, that's what he said. And I'm like, well, what if I was an athlete? And he said, well, you're not an athlete, so no.
So we don't have to worry
keep those options off the table. And so I'm grousing about that and getting some laughs. And so a person in that studio, this was on the radio, on the phone, goes, really? Because I would think at 40 you would still be getting some solutions from the doctor.
The hole.
Yeah, isn't that weird that it was...
The hole.
The chick.
I mean...
They insist
shuts, and all the laughter stops.
Yeah.
That's... I would think that at 40 the doctor would still come up with some options for you there.
Thank you.
Why did
fun?
And so there's a pause, and then I go... Yeah, he didn't is what I'm saying. Where I'm going with this is that he didn't. That's the engine of this piece of comedy. That's how it functions, is that it didn't.
Get it, dummy?
What are you helping by correcting the piece of comedy?
You would think.
The whole point of any piece of comedy is that you're inflating and exaggerating to a comedic effect. So it's the easiest thing to cut the legs out from under it. It's the easiest, stupidest, most worthless thing to do.
I hope you gave her this speech.
No, I didn't. I just said, I packed all of that into, he didn't is what I'm saying.
Right.
And I just sat there so mad, and then the rest of the interview, I'm just like, yeah, and just answering questions, yes or no, and I just want to get off the phone.
Well, she doesn't understand because, again, we've said before that when certain holes just leak brains and humor out of them. And that's why when they're on a radio show, they just get up and their seat has funny on it, but the mic has none in it.
No, it's like the fun of the show is a balloon, and she literally put a vagina on the side of the balloon and let the fun out.
They insist on having the women part of these morning shows.
And then there was another, that was somewhere in Pennsylvania. I don't remember where. And then there was a show in Albany, and it's a show I really like doing. But we're talking about my kids, and I go, yeah, I've got 2 kids, and I'm divorced now, so I have my kids with me by myself all the time because we share custody. And it's hard. I have to have like I had to take a dump the other day, and I had to do. Can I say that? They're not going to.
Oh yeah.
I had to do it with the door open because I got 2 kids to watch. Nobody else is home, so I can't unless I'm going to gather them into the bathroom to watch Daddy take a poop. I've got to have the door open while I'm watching the kids.
Right.
And she goes, same person, basically, just keeps moving other cities within the same morning somehow.
Same genitals,
same
different
day.
show.
Yeah. She goes. Really? Because your daughter's 7, I would think that she could take care of herself while you're doing that.
Oh, my God, that's not the point,
Oh,
you
my
idiot.
God.
That's not the point.
And I was like, well, yeah. And I went the other way with that one. I'm like, okay, that's how you want to do your show?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, I guess that's true. I guess she could have. You're right.
Just clotheslined your jokes.
Why would the Jews go into the bar? If they owned it, wouldn't they have been there already going over the books and the deliveries?
Yes.
Yeah, a guy who goes into a bar with a duck on his head, and the bartender says, what do you want, or something, and it's always the duck says something. Really, because I didn't think that ducks had the power of speech.
Yes. And why wouldn't the bartender comment on the duck as opposed to just speaking?
Really, because usually when I go to a bar, they don't even talk to me. They just seem real busy.
Very easier way to keep them from jumping on the bed.
Yeah. Wouldn't a duck fall off?
They are horrendous when it comes to radio.
God.
They're like Andy Rooney with breasts. There's
No, but
reason
here's the
for
thing
them.
is that I know many, many funny women, and I don't think it's a female trait.
No.
But no man has or will ever do that.
No.
In the history of my life.
You kind of know what's going on, and
because only a hole would be that dumb. But as a sex, I don't believe that it's a trait. No, I just there's an improv, which is a boring art, but there's art to it, it's called yes and. That's the rule of improv. It means that if somebody posits a idea, you don't say nah, because you've just destroyed the whole show. You say yes and you add something. You accept their premise and you add to it and you keep building that way. You don't just go no. I did improv once, and I just because it made me look good and made them all look bad. I was the no guy, and I shut down every scene that started. They're like, "Oh, sir, isn't this the restaurant where everybody's crazy?" I'm like, "No, it's a fine restaurant. There's nothing going on."
Oh, okay. Could you please tell me where the silly restaurant is?
I never heard of any place like that.
Yes.
Why would anyone go to a place like that? Wouldn't you want to eat something?
Yeah.
And everybody just, But I got huge laughs.
I'll have the steak then.
That's hilarious.
Oh, is that great?
Good.
Screw them.
You think improv's it is a little bit boring, isn't it? Most times.
Yeah.
A lot of times I've seen improv. It's very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Stupid holes. They just wreck. Why are they such a staple?
It really is.
Now, Anthony.
But really, even more than that noise, it's that thing of like questioning what is the value of that? What do you think? Is this like the 60 minutes of my bits? Is this like you're exposing my bits so that they won't work and your show will be boring?
We looked into Louis C.K.'s bit and found he wasn't being completely accurate. We visited this doctor that has done much work on 40-year-olds.
It turns out he offered many solutions to Mr. C.K., which he did not bring up during the comedic bit.
I went in with a hidden camera and said I have a problem ankle.
Stop it.
He offered me a lot of solutions.
No, it's not funny.
Yeah, there it is.
You know you're right. Oh, Anthony. Oh, you know you're going to go to hell for this.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
guys.
Uh-huh.
That's the best one. It's like, oh, guys, like, stop the craziness now.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Now, guys, let's not make fun of people.
Yeah, that's the number one rule. Let's just not make fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
They're devoid of humor. And if there are people that are funny in the room, it's just over. And I don't know why program directors or shows think it's a good thing to have that. We were told so many times, you guys, I think maybe a girl in there, a woman, her side, her point of... No. Why do we want that on this show?
If you stumbled upon a woman who is really funny and added things... then maybe you'd put her on the show, but to have somebody because that's the way they get put in is, you're here to be on give the women a side of the show, which has to be contrary, has to be just worthless and shutdowny.
Because the women will look at you like you're keeping them in control. The guys think they're in charge, but we all know
who's really in charge here.
Gang rape on the console. Right. Show her who's boss.
We just like doing horrific things to women on our show. Not having them as an equal to what we're trying to do every morning.
We're doing here.
You know, you have your bad thoughts. Hopefully you do good things. Everybody has a competition in their brain of good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully the good thoughts win. For me, I always have both. I have like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. And I don't believe it, but it is there. It's always this thing, and then this thing. It's become a category in my brain that I call, of course, but maybe. I'll give you an example. Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts. Have their medication available at all times. And anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Jesus. I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. No, of course not. Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Listen, Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now. Do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick. Those kids did nothing to you. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a fuck about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we fuck others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the fucking roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit. I was on a plane once, and I was flying first class because I had a thing. I fly first class. Who cares? Just, that's the way it is. I'm not like you. I'm not. All the things you do, I do a better version of all those things. And it's only for another year at the most, believe me. It's not gonna last. It's been about 8 months. I got a year left, and then I'm back to being just like you. But for now, it's pretty good. So I'm in a first class seat, and first class is so crazily better. It's so much better. You get a bigger seat, you get food, but also you get to sit. And first, you get to sit before anybody else does. They sit you down, and you get to just sit there with champagne and watch all the sweaty, just miserable, all the single moms hefting their stroller and the kid. And you're like, oh, that looks heavy, and nobody's helping you. That's a drag. And you get to just... Anyway, so I was on a plane, I'm first class, and a soldier gets on a plane. I see soldiers fly all the time, because that's how they get to the war. They fly on a shitty airline. You think they get to go in a cool green plane with a red light, and go, go, go! No, they just go to Delta, and they just wait in line to go to a war. And they always fly coach. I've never seen a soldier in first class in my life. It could be a full bird colonel. He's between two fat guys in coach. And they're always nice. I've never seen a soldier get on a plane like, hey, I'm in the army. Fuck you. I have a gun. They're always like, oh, yes, sir. Thank you very much, ma'am. It's like having an extra flight attendant. They help everybody put their shit up. They're awesome. And every time that I see a soldier on a plane, I always think, you know what? I should give him my seat. It would be the right thing to do. It would be easy to do, and it would mean a lot to him. I could go up to him, hey, son. I get to call him son. Hey, son, go ahead and take my seat. Because I'm in first class, why? For being a professional asshole. I'm in first class because I talk about babies with big dicks. That's what got me my seat. This guy is giving his life for the country, he thinks, and so he has to sit. But that's good enough. That's good enough. The fact that he thinks it. I'm serious. He's fucking told by everybody in his life system that that's a great thing to do, and he's doing it. And it's scary, but he's doing it, and he's sitting in this shitty seat. And I should trade with him. I never have. Let me make that clear. I've never done it once. I've had so many opportunities. I never even really seriously came close. And here's the worst part. I still just enjoyed the fantasy for myself to enjoy. I was actually proud of myself for having thought of it. I was proud. Oh, I am such a sweet man. That is so nice of me to think of doing that and then totally never do it.
Difficult thing for our family. It destroyed our family.
Like,
my wife and I broke up over the stress of it.
Wow.
But my daughter's the greatest thing in my life, and we're all, you know, it's just pure joy, but it's so hard. And it's extreme. And he was so respectful that it was breaking my heart.
Yeah.
He never said, you filthy piece of shit. He just said, you're so wrong, you wouldn't believe it.
But it's like
you're so way off. You're spreading a thing that's really, really harmful. And I felt like such a piece of shit.
But he was making it real, and you're making it fun.
Yeah,
like
but that guy might have
No, but I said, though, the one thing I said that was wrong, I don't like saying things that are just wrong. I mean, because it's not wrong that she has a retard making cunt, because that's what one came out of there. It's not a nice way of saying it.
It's not medical, but
of course not. They're technical jargon.
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Lou.
The thing that was wrong to say is that there's no challenges to having a Down syndrome baby. I just didn't know that. And, you know, we always say reckless shit.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't fact check my comedy.
Sure. No, well, you shouldn't have
the
to.
goal is a
you just
laugh.
let it out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only thing is that guy, he might have saved, because what he showed you was the passion that people feel about that, and it's like they may have come at, like that may have been a very helpful email in the long run. Like sometimes you underestimate how frustrated people are with something, and then you hit it and they come after you, and it's fucking relentless.
The best thing would have been like 5 minutes later, get another email, go, I'm just fucking with you, with a picture of a beautiful daughter, just perfect.
Yeah. She's amazing.
This is my daughter. I'm just fucking with you. I don't care. I was laughing my balls off.
No, and I've gotten angry emails before, and I never care. It's not my lookout. Other people people choose what to get offended by. You know, people get offended by. You know, I had a funny moment at the Comedy Cellar. I did this joke about 9/11.
Oh, I don't go for that.
You see? You see? I was doing a story about when I was married. It was really about how being married, you're in trouble all the time. You feel like you're in trouble when you're married, Anthony.
Constantly.
I don't get that sense from you. You guys seem like you're okay.
Yeah, we're all right, man.
Yeah.
I wish I had
that's because you hit her, right? Because if you hit her, it's not. So it goes the other way.
What's better than when you go to scratch your eye and they flinch?
But honestly, my old relationship, I could relate. Yeah, you walked around feeling like you were in trouble. So you're hitting on something.
So I was in L.A. and at 6 a.m, my hotel room phone rang. My phone rang, and my wife at the time was crying. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Did she find a phone sex bill? She can't talk. And I'm like, what is it? And then she tells me, turn on the TV, and it's both the World Trade Center towers are on fire. And I was like, woohoo! That's the only person.
Oh, shit.
That's the only person.
Oh, damn.
To be deeply relieved
that it wasn't something else.
That 2 planes were flown in the world.
Something wasn't. It wasn't
that America would never feel safe again.
That's a great show.
Anyway, I did it. I told that story at the Comedy Cellar, and this guy stood up in that little room and said, "That's not okay, man. It's not okay." And he walked out. So then I'm upstairs talking to Mark Maron, a comedian. Yeah. And I said, this guy told him the story, and I said, you know, I hate people that pick the thing in the show. That's what I'm offended by, because I said all kinds of shit in that show, and he let it go, but that's his sensitivity. So I said it's really narcissistic of people to decide what they're going to be offended by. And Mark said, that's how insane it is that you're calling that guy a narcissist, when that joke is the most narcissist thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's only important to
that you were pleased that thousands of people were dead because you weren't in trouble with your fucking wife, because you didn't know how to fucking face your wife.
Shit. That's really funny.
Once in a while, you get fucking shit. Like I did a 9/11 joke. It was probably a year after, not even. And I was doing something, and it wasn't a knock on 9/11. It was like somebody misinterpreting it. But the woman in the audience.
It wasn't a knock on 9/11.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to insult 9/11.
Hey.
It was a brilliant program. I mean, it's one of the most successful things I've ever seen.
But it was one of those things where I knew the person was misinterpreting the point of the joke, and she was kind of like saying something, and the woman behind her was looking at me, and she was just shaking her head no. Like, don't
do
I
this.
started going after her, and the woman behind her was like, and I backed off, and then they told me after, like, yeah, her husband died, and so I was really happy I backed off because I was going to make it a whole big thing like that, like, you fucking cunt, what the fuck,
Right.
don't mind me talking about
Shit.
rape.
Right.
But once in a while you back off and you're happy you did. It's like, even though technically, all right, she was being annoying.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking to a group of people, and you could never be aware. You can't make people fill out a thing and then do a data report.
Right.
Well, that's why anybody that calls or however they get in touch with us and they say something like, I'm a big fan of the show. I've been listening for years.
But that one
when
thing.
when you said this, and it's like, you listened for years. You know how many fucking people we probably upset over the years that weren't you? You fucking idiot.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
But and a lot also some people get offended just because they I'm sure there's
It's too close to
9/11 victims who find that shit funny. There has to be.
That has to be, right.
A lot of times when we make fun of these things, we're just using them as in a context.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I said is about the misery. Marriage is so prohibitively constraining that a national disaster is good news.
It's not so
to
much
you
making
if it's
light
not
of the
your problem.
disaster. It's showing
Not
how
at all.
awful marriage is.
It's also brutally honest.
Yeah.
A lot of people have felt relief at something that wasn't affecting them that was worse for other people. You were just being fucking ugly and naked and honest about it. That's the beauty
and look,
of it.
this is the most fucked up thing to say, but if you suffered
you could have
a
stopped
direct,
the attacks and didn't.
Yeah, I could have, but I wanted the bit. I had inside information, but I thought, God, that bit is so funny. I'm going to let it go. If you suffer directly or indirectly from something, you don't own it. You just don't.
No, you don't. You're right.
Unless your name is 9/11.
We have, all of us in here have goofed on things that have directly affected our lives.
Sure.
Personally affected our lives.
Of course.
And some of the things people know about, some they don't.
Yeah, but
whatever.
It's not
and
yours.
you just do it. It's not yours. It's not fucking, it's whatever it is. You put it over the air to make people laugh or think or whatever the fuck we're doing in here. But it's not, I'm not singling out all the people that this will offend. Hey, let me offend some people today with this. No, I'm going for the people that it doesn't
and
affect.
again, if you took part in something or something you suffered from something, that doesn't give you the right to, if it's a thing that happened in the, especially something that happened to the whole country, you don't get to control who gets to say what about
Right.
it. And by the way, you get to get offended about it. That's my main thing about people getting offended. Yeah, you got offended, so that gets to happen.
There's been
That's part of living on the earth.
But
That's
there's been this whole thing that's taken place over the past few years where people absolutely believe that there is a right
to not be offended.
to
not
offended.
hear something,
and especially if
that
it's
offends you.
over airwaves and stuff like that. They think that the FCC, they can complain to the FCC and say they were offended by something, and absolutely think that the FCC will go, "Hey, fuck you."
Well, I subscribe to the thought that laughter really is the best medicine.
It's straight talking, Jim.
Yeah,
That's right.
I don't want to.
Well, I remember I got an email once because of the Catholic Church video that I have on YouTube, where I go to the church and find out that they completely exist to fuck boys in the ass.
Hilarious, by the way.
And
fucking hysterical.
And I've gotten to number emails about that, and less than I thought I would.
Wow.
But it's funny that most people that complain about it, they'll say, Jesus is Lord and you've offended him, and I'm going to crack your fucking head open, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, I get that all the time.
Which is really an
people
odd
say,
little...
from a Christian point of view, you've hurt Jesus, and I'm going to fucking split your head open, you cunt. Like, they're so profane and so threatening.
That forgiveness shit goes out the window when it comes to religion.
But anyway, one guy wrote to me and said, my uncle is a Catholic priest and you insulted him. And I wrote him back and I said, no, I don't know your uncle.
It's not like I didn't insult him.
No,
personally.
I made a broad joke about a whole group, and it's got nothing to do with your uncle. And he wrote back and said, I know, and then we wrote back and forth, and we figured it out.
And you two fagged out? What happened? I don't like the end of that story.
I got to interrupt because we got Ron Perlman outside the studio.
He's out at 8:15.
He only has a few minutes, so we should get him in.
If you believe that God gave you the earth, that God created the earth for you, why would you not be have to look after it. Why the fuck? Why would you not think that when he came back, he wouldn't go, what the fuck did you do? I gave this to you, motherfucker. Are you crazy? The polar bears are brown. What did you do to the polar bears? Did you shit all over every polar bear? Who did that? Who spilled this shit? Who spilled this? Come over. Did you fucking spill this? What is that?
It's oil. It's just some oil. I didn't mean to spill.
Well, why did you take it out of the fucking ground?
Because I wanted to go faster.
And I was cold. What the fuck do you mean cold? I gave you everything you needed, you piece of shit.
Well, because jobs. I wanted.
What is a job? Explain to me, what's a fucking job?
You go, you work at a place, and when people call when their game doesn't work, and you help them figure it out.
What do you do that for?
For money.
What do you need money for?
Food.
Just eat the shit on the floor. I left shit all over the floor. Fucking corn and wheat and shit. Ground it up, make some bread. What are you doing?
Yeah, but it doesn't have bacon around it, and I like when it has like bacon on it and